Hello there, E-Wan Kenobi here, and welcome to my Triple Force Friday haul, which is technically a Triple Force Saturday haul because I went out on Friday, didn't find anything because the UK sucks for Star Wars toys upon release. Because we don't have Toys R Us anymore, like pretty much every other country, and Toys R Us was pretty much the main source for your Midnight Madness Force Friday kind of stuff, and just Star Wars toys upon release date. However, pretty much anywhere else, it didn't have it. I went to Smith's, didn't have it there. Entertainer didn't have it there. Disney Store had barely anything Star Wars. They had a lot more Frozen 2 stuff, but barely anything Star Wars, and I didn't find anything there that I wanted. Went to Forbidden Planet the next day on the Saturday, found some stuff, not quite what I wanted, but nonetheless, I did find some stuff. So without further ado, we'll get on first with the stuff that's technically not Triple Force Friday. Still Star Wars stuff, but it didn't actually release on the Friday, and starting off, we've got a comic book, the Star Wars Age of Resistance Kylo Ren. Now, I'm a huge Kylo Ren fan. He's probably my second favourite Star Wars character, first being Obi-Wan Kenobi, as I pretty much named my channel after. But Kylo Ren, love the character. I think he's a very, very interesting character. Easily the best part of the sequel trilogy for me, and I had to pick this up just to learn more about Kylo Ren. I am down for anything just about Kylo Ren's backstory. I'm really excited for the 5-issue mini-series coming out in December. That's going to be really cool as well. But for now, we've got this, which hopefully gives some much-needed backstory on the character. Next up, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple Issue 1. So this is sort of like a prequel comic book series prior to Jedi Fallen Order. I'm not sure, I think it focuses on Cal Kestis' master. Or at least the woman that's seen in the trailers, in gameplay, focuses on her, I think. I don't know whether she's his master, or sort of like a guide, or something like that. Anyway, she's like a big part of the game. So that's sort of like a prequel, I believe. And we also have issue 2. Still need to read these, I haven't actually read them yet. But I'm interested, because I'm very excited for Jedi Fallen Order, as I am excited for everything Star Wars this year, but Jedi Fallen Order, I'm excited to see a new Jedi, and, you know, that time between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope, getting to learn more about the aftermath of Order 66, that's going to be really, really cool. Probably one of my favourite time periods within Star Wars that we've never really looked at. There's not really been anything that focuses around the fall of the Jedi Order, really, apart from Revenge of the Sith, of course, but after that, there's literally nothing. So next up, we've got Pop Vinyl, Plo Koon. Picked this up for £5 from Forbidden Planet. I'm just trying to get more Star Wars characters, specifically Jedi, Sith, all those kind of characters. I have pretty much all the Clone Wars ones apart from one of the Ahsokas, but I only really need one. So I'm just trying to get sort of like a lot of the prequel characters, all the Jedi, the Sith, the clones, etc. And Plo Koon is definitely a pretty good character, especially in Clone Wars. Revenge of the Sith, didn't really see much of him, but Clone Wars, it was a bigger part of it, which I really liked. So now we'll get on to the actual Triple Force Friday stuff, and we'll start off with Rey Pop Vinyl from The Rise of Skywalker, of course. Much better than the previous 2 Reys we've had in terms of pop lines from Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. In a much better pose, she's sort of like got one lightsaber in front of her, a hand behind her. Just in a generally better pose rather than just your standard like stood still lightsaber sort of going across crotch area, that kind of thing. So a much, much better figure, and actually the boxes on these are really nice. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these boxes, like the Plo Koon one. I don't really like those. I think they're very boring. But I like this one. Much better. Got like the black, got the stars, got the yellow outline Star Wars logo. And on the back, you've got sort of red as well. Really nice. Red, yellow, black. It's a really nice colour combination. Next up, Poe Dameron. Now, out of the pops that I got, the only one that I intended to buy prior to actually going out and buying stuff was Rey. There was 3 others that I wanted. Didn't manage to find those, unfortunately, but I found Poe, and I just thought, you know what? I was probably going to get this character eventually, so I thought, let's just buy it now. The box was in good condition and everything, and really cool look for Poe. I really like this look. It's definitely a bit different. It's not in his usual X-Wing outfit or just his standard jacket and everything like that. I think with Rise of Skywalker, it seems with costumes especially, they're trying to keep away from them being heavily inspired by Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker. So obviously Poe in the previous two films, in Force Awakens and Last Jedi specifically, or more accurately really, Last Jedi, because that's where he had the jacket and everything like that. Very much a Han Solo inspired look. This look is a bit different, which I like. It's sort of like Nathan Drake from Uncharted. That's what everyone's compared it to. And he does look like Nathan Drake from Uncharted, not going to lie. And I would be up for Poe Dameron playing Nathan Drake. Oh, sorry, Oscar Isaac playing Nathan Drake. That would be a really great casting. Finally, out of the pops, we've got one from The Mandalorian, IG-11. Never really intended to get this character straight away, but I saw it, and it's a nice sculpt and everything like that. A bit of a different design, because it's not your usual standard person. It's obviously a droid, an IG unit. Voiced by Taika Waititi, and the thing is with buying characters now with Star Wars, prior to, well, basically when I was getting the Last Jedi ones, I bought a lot of them before the film, and I don't have a massive issue with The Last Jedi. I think it's a pretty reasonable film. It's not my favourite Star Wars film, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out to be. But I got rid of all those pops because I didn't really care to keep them. So I was trying to keep away from buying lots of pops before, Rise of Skywalker, before The Mandalorian, before Jedi Fallen Order. So I didn't ever intend to buy this character, but I thought, you know what, I will like this character simply because he is voiced by Taika Waititi, and you cannot go wrong with that guy. He's just hilarious. So now we'll get on to a few more things that I got. One of which is a Lego set. The A-Wing Starfighter. Really, really nice colouring. It's that dark green and white. I think it works really well. Obviously, it's just a standard A-Wing, but I don't actually have an A-Wing, or I do somewhere. But it's a bit old and a bit dusty. The pieces don't go together right. If you guys collect Lego, you'll know what I mean when, if you leave stuff out for a while, sort of the joints fix up a bit, the pieces of Lego, you'll probably know what I mean if you collect Lego and it's out on shelves getting dusty and everything like that. It goes all weird, and the A-Wing has gone a bit weird, and also it's in a box somewhere in the loft, and it's probably broken up as well. So yeah, I do like this set, and it was only £25, which I think is a pretty reasonable price. I'm not sure what the piece count is on this. It doesn't actually say. But for £25, I think it's a nice Starfighter. I really like the A-Wing. A lot of people don't, but I really like it as a Starfighter. It's one of my favourites. It's just a nice, simple, little compact ship. One person. I just really like it. It's a nice Starfighter. And you get Snap Wexley and Lieutenant Connix, who's played by Billy Lord. Finally, we have a mystery mini. I only got one of these because they were $6.99, which I don't normally pay full price for mystery minis, but I thought I'll buy one and we'll see, what it ends up being. But they're all 1 in 12, so I have an equal chance of getting one of these. I'm hoping for Kylo Ren. That would be my preference. But I'll take any apart from, I think it's General Pride down here, you probably can't see. But that's Richard E. Grant's character. He just looks like a standard officer, so I don't care for that. And then the Knights of Ren, they all look very similar, but I wouldn't be against having one. But preference would be Kylo Ren or Rey, really. Those would be my two top ones. But we'll open this right now, see what we get. Let's have a look. I didn't bring scissors, so I hope that the bag does not require scissors, because otherwise we're screwed. I don't know, does it? Oh, here we go, it's open. Right, I'll show you guys first. If you can see in there, you probably can't. I can't either. And it's a Knight of Ren. Yeah, it's okay. An interesting design. They all kind of look like they're sort of statues brought to life, the Knights of Ren. They probably aren't, but that's kind of what they look like. And here it is. It's okay. I will show a close-up of it. It's got a nice heavy blade. It's sort of like something like the Cloud. I think is it the sword from Final Fantasy that Cloud has. It looks a bit like that. It's kind of one of those big, like, meat cleaver sort of things. An okay figure. Wouldn't have been my preference, but 1 in 12. I probably should have just waited for a while and gone for a whole set, because if you get the whole set of... you get like 12 in a box, so if you got that, you are basically guaranteed the entire set of Mystery Minis, because they are all 1 in 12. Which is nice, you know. Sometimes when you get those 1 in 72s, it adds to the collecting value, but if you're one of those people that are a completionist, it gets very, very annoying. So having a 1 in 12 set is really nice, because you can just get the whole set, and then you don't have to worry about, you know, getting tons of duplicates. Obviously, if you buy like one or a couple at a time, you have a chance of then going back at another point and ended up with duplicates and whatnot. But if you buy a whole set, you're guaranteed the whole set, really, which is pretty good. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And yeah, may the Force be with you.